Hey, if you've known...
Oh, well, the video wasn't supposed to start yet, but hey, Rosie. Hi guys. I'm Haley, and today I wanted to introduce Quirky Loves Rosie to my channel. I decided to start further back in her videos. This is a video from about 2 years ago. I don't really know that much about her aside from her more recent Texas trip with Remy. So I thought it would be kind of fun for me to go back and learn about her with you guys. This video in particular is a video explaining why she decided to leave the fat acceptance community. I'll link the original video down below, along with Quirky Love Rosie's. There we go. Her channel. I'll leave her channel down below as well. All right, let's get into it.
Me for a long time on the internet, I think you know that we've spent many years in the body positivity spaces, and I think at some point I definitely considered myself a fat activist. And obviously, I've come online and shared my stories regarding feederism and the like. And so I've spent a lot of time this week, like a lot of my time, watching a lot of commentary videos and different creators, a lot of whom are like fat people who were once like super fats who've lost weight, or people that were once in fat spaces that have left. And I have been consuming a lot of media and really reflecting on my beliefs. And I want to share some thoughts. I no longer subscribe to believing in haze. I believe that it's really important to love yourself where you are, for who you are, regardless of your weight, regardless of your body, regardless of what you look like. You deserve to love yourself. You deserve to love yourself to the point of treating yourself well. You deserve to love yourself enough to address your pain. You deserve to love yourself enough to want to be as healthy as one can be in their body. And you know, I'm not talking about genetic issues. I'm not talking about anything else other than trying to live a...
Okay, so so far I get the impression that Rosie is a little bit of a rambler, which, okay, cool, me too. So far I definitely agree with her in what she says, where you deserve to love yourself enough to, want to help yourself. You deserve to love yourself enough to like notice your pain and want to reduce that. I don't know how she's going to tie this into the fat acceptance movement yet. So far I agree with those things, and I agree with the fat acceptance movement. Well, let me not say that. I agree to the extent that you can be fat and still love yourself. I do believe that there's obviously a limit where it is unhealthy. I believe that carrying around extra fat really limits your quality of life and your health. I definitely don't disagree with any of those points. Whenever I personally started losing weight, I definitely realized that you can't hate yourself into change. And the way that I'm kind of processing this is that whenever I went on my own weight loss journey, I told myself that I was doing this because I love myself, and you can only love yourself into change. And I was doing it for me because I loved myself enough to like care and do something about it to live a more quality life, because it did get to a point where I didn't feel like I was really living. I mean, I was just surviving. So I am interested to see in how she ties this in. This was 2 years ago, and it doesn't seem like Miss Girl has made any kind of change in those 2 years. But let's see. Let's see.
healthier, balanced life. It's really hard to look back and reflect on your life and realize where you've gone wrong. It's hard to sometimes to notice when you've repeated.
It is hard, but it's such a necessary thing to do, girl. I mean, that's how we grow and we evolve as human beings. We have to look back and we have to reflect. We all do things that we're not proud of and we're not happy about. We all make mistakes. I mean, that's just how we learn. That's a part of life, but you have to change it. You have to find that willpower to change it.
Patterns. And lately, I have been feeling this very weird dichotomy shift in my life that I can only attribute to having gone through when I left Mormonism and leaving not only...
She was in Mormonism? Does she have more videos about that? Wait. Okay. Let me add that to my notes about Quirkyloverosee. Mormonism underlined. I feel like I'm only super interested in this right now because I've been catching up on Secret Life of Mormon Wives, and this just perfectly ties into my fixation on that show at the moment. Imagine Quirkyloverosee on that show. Imagine Quirkyloverosee as one of the wives.
feudalism spaces online, but fat acceptance spaces. Because fat acceptance is problematic. And realizing that has been really hard for me. It's been really hard. And I know there are a lot of people that think I'm some attention-seeking liar because of how I left feudalism.
Can we please get to the point?
People are entitled to their opinions, but this is very real for me. And this isn't me saying fat people suck or that I hate my body now or any shit like that, because that's not the truth. I think that I am beautiful. I believe fat is beautiful. But I believe that fat acceptance creates like this vacuum hole of self-justifications that, for me, I will speak for myself, created almost delusions.
Okay, so just a quick pause. I agree that, okay, you can be fat and beautiful, absolutely, but I also agree that fat acceptance definitely has just the community in whole, especially since I want to say when I discovered it in like 2019, 2020-ish, like a little bit pre-COVID. It definitely creates delusions, and I can definitely see how it gives people justifications to ignore their health in regards to what they're putting in their body. So I definitely agree with her for this part
Of my reality. And these are really hard and painful things for me to admit. So before I talk about this anywhere else, I want to talk about...
What is this angle? Why am I looking? What? What are we doing, Rosee?
some of my stories. Because I'm not talking about body neutrality. I'm not talking about self-love movements. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking specifically about fat activism. And I just want to say there are certain creators that I've been watching that I'm going to tag in this slide. Because I feel like each of these creators handles these topics with dignity and respect and kindness and compassion. And depending on, you know, where I had been a few years ago, if I watched them, I don't know if I would have been as receptive as I have been as in recent years. And I know this is going to piss off a lot of people. And I'm probably going, and I have been getting a lot of unfollows for a while now. If you know anything about me, you know I don't get...
Please get to the point, Rosee. Please, 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 please. This is the first video I've delved into in her past, and I'm already getting so impatient with her.
Two
Girl.
shits about that, because I only want the people who get me to stick around anyway. So that's not really even important to me. But what's important to me
Okay, what are the activists?
is realizing.
No, no. You were talking about something. You just completely rerouted yourself. What were you talking about? Look, can we rewind? Can we please?
Just how much youth plays a factor, you know. I think even recently I've talked about how, like, my doctor says my blood work is basically, like, her exact words were, besides obviously my A1C, my blood work was immaculate. And, like, yeah, great, good for me. Thankfully I'm not more unhealthy than I already am.
Good for you.
But that's
Right.
only for now. And that's why in my day-to-day life, I've made a lot of lifestyle changes. I do not live like I once did, and I never will again. Now, am I in some big pursuit of some weight loss journey right now? The answer to that is no. I am in a lifestyle trajectory movement. My focus is on my habits and my behaviors. And weight loss is going to come with it, and I know that. And not only am I, like, okay with that.
Okay, I can absolutely respect the take on prioritizing, changing your lifestyle and your habits in order for it to lead to weight loss, because often that's that's a better weight loss approach. Because if you just think of it as a diet or temporary, it's so easy to go back into the way that you were living. But if you slowly start to implement more lifestyle changes and habits, like she's saying, it definitely does make it easier in the long run. However, again, with this being 2 years ago, it doesn't seem like she's changed anything. And also, at a certain point with your health and even with your size, I never weighed anywhere near her. I got up to maybe a little under 300 pounds, but even then, I realized I needed a complete, like, 180 change. Um, and I took everything out of my diet. I feel like at a certain point, weight loss should be the focus, and then obviously, like, start to focus on lifestyle and habit changes along with that. But whenever you're this size and it's this detrimental to your health, you have to do something, and you have to do something quick if you really mean what you're saying. The idea of implementing these things slowly sounds nice, but again, when you're at this size, you have to have some kind of reality check, and you do need to take more immediate action. And I just think that the idea sounds good to her, but the reality doesn't. And the reality never really does. It's hard to change. It's really really hard, but we can do hard things. I mean, it's just about what's more worth it to you.
I am, like, getting myself ready to work towards intentional weight loss, and I'm struggling to even talk about that right now because of my experiences in fat activism. Intentional weight loss has been so.
Also, she never finished her thought about the other fat activists that she's been following currently or whatever. I'm lost on that. Is it just me and my introduction to Rosee? Am I maybe not processing things fully today, or am I just not fully getting, like, some of her points with this? Does she just let them go, or am I the problem? Feel free to let me know. I could definitely be the problem here.
Demonized by me and my peers and the people around me for so long that I struggle to talk about my desire to pursue weight loss in any capacity because I feel like a hypocrite. What?
Okay, so make a change. At some point, it's not about the people around you. And I get having a support system is important for a lot of people. But whenever it's this urgent to take care of yourself, That's about you. You have to put it into action. You can't just keep using other people as an excuse. You can't be like, oh, well, I don't have a support system. Do something for yourself. You are your own support system, especially at this point. And because the decisions that you have made have gotten you this way, it's like you have the right thought, but you're not going about it the right way. Support yourself, girl.
What is that? That's ridiculous. I understand wanting to
Why do I feel like she's yelling at me? Wait.
experience like places on the internet or life on the internet without constantly being like berated for your weight or like hearing about people's intentional weight loss journeys, whatever. Like, I sympathize with that, but those echo chambers, I feel serve more harm than good. It's a short-term relief of your mental health pains with long-term consequences. I am in a real long-haul healing journey. My actions and my work
doesn't seem like you've healed these past 2 years, girl. I have no idea what these echo chambers are or what she's talking about, to be so real. I'm choosing to interpret it as what she said about the weight loss, where it's like a short term fix for your mental health. I mean, I really don't believe that. For one, along with your weight loss journey, it's not just going to immediately fix your mental health. You need to be working on both at once. Losing weight isn't like a something that just solves all of your problems. You have to work on everything else, and usually that's why weight loss is so hard and sometimes unsustainable, because you have to look at those other things that are causing your unhappiness, or if you're an emotional eater, what's causing your emotional eating. I don't really understand her view on why she thinks this is a short-term fix. Maybe I'm misinterpreting it, but oh girl.
from here on out are here to reflect that. If people want to judge me from who I was back in April, from who I was last year, from who I was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, that is not my problem. I'm here to heal.
And it's not your problem how people see you from 5 years ago. Well, I don't know you 5 years ago. Maybe it is your problem, but ultimately, I don't believe it's your problem. Just general people's problem, how other people perceive them in life. I mean, there's always going to be someone who doesn't like you. What I would love is to see Rosee put into action everything that she said, because it sounds like she's on the right path here, but I don't think I've truly seen it play out. I need her to fix her camera angle. I need her to stop yelling at me. Getting me a little worked up. I don't know.
I'm not going to let anyone try to dictate my narrative other than myself. This isn't some ploy or attention or anything other than accountability. This is really hard for me. And it's an ever-growing, ever-changing process.
Yup.
So I'm just going to go ahead and conclude this old-style Instagram rant. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Hi, guys.
Oh, this is an Instagram
the ones that are
rant?
still watching. You're the real ones. Or you just nosy.
Oh, you know what? I do think I saw it was an Instagram rant in the title. It's just unfathomable to me that people can post like this to their Instagram stories, let alone YouTube. But I mean, Instagram's more personable. Like, you just want to talk like this to all of the people that you know in your life. I don't know. It's not for me.
More power to you. I say all of that to say, this isn't some bullshit ploy for attention. This isn't some announcement that I'm about to turn into some weight loss account, anything like that. No, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I'm having to really de-radicalize myself to allow myself the space to heal. I have to deconstruct beliefs that I built throughout my entire adulthood, and it's a weird place to be. I was really some, 23-year-old out here spouting bullshit online, thinking I knew everything, and thinking that I could, I guess, outsmart things that have been around for forever. And there are certain fundamentals that I really have to refocus and gain control within myself on. And I think anyone that really knows me knows, like, I don't blame anybody else for my weight. And I don't see my weight as this huge, horrible thing. I do see it now for what it is, as an obstacle to overcome. Not for how I look. Not at all. But for my goals. For my mobility. For what I want from my life. I've got a long way to go. And I have no desire to enter any kind of rapid weight loss for the reason that,
I mean, if you want to gain back your mobility, girl, at this point, rapid weight loss might be the better option to go just to relieve any stress on your joints. And I don't know in what particular way your mobility isn't good, but a rapid weight loss could definitely help with that.
I kind of want to see what I can do in terms of salvaging my skin, but I kind of just want to take like the like standard diet approach. I don't want to do weight loss surgery. I don't want to do anything like that. So,
Which is great. You absolutely don't have to do weight loss surgery. You don't even have to do GLP-1s, though I don't know if they're as popular in this time as they are currently in 2026, but you can absolutely do it the quote unquote natural way, the standard diet, however she phrased it. It's absolutely possible.
yeah, we're going to see. I'm not making
And we saw. Oh, and we saw, and I got bad news for you.
any kind of like grand promises. Really, the point of this ramble was just to say that I really overcorrected throughout my 20s. And I really doubled down, tripled down to the point that I landed in even more radical spaces online. And
in the fat acceptance?
Because of those choices that I made. Because I decided to fall down those rabbit holes. I developed diabetes by the age of 30.
Oh, man.
And I had been doing a really good job of reversing it.
Okay, girl. So again, with a medical complication as serious as diabetes. What? I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting over a really big migraine today. My brain is still kind of scattered. Okay, getting over a serious medical condition such as diabetes, it is especially important for her to lose weight more rapidly, take a faster approach to it, because that can relieve a lot of the medical stress on her body. Not as a doctor, not offering any medical advice here, but just from what I've witnessed with people in my life that have had diabetes, have went through, and how their weight loss has helped them, I do believe that it would be more beneficial for her to approach the weight loss at a way faster pace than what she's intending here.
I was in 2021. I had reversed my pre-diabetes status. And then I made choices that landed me to where I'm at now. So, don't be like me. Hey.
All right. Well, that was our first quirky video. I cannot say with full confidence I am clear on what's going on here, but I definitely get that Miss Girl has some kind of rage. Next video, I would love to look at this try-on haul. I think was uploaded maybe a video or two after this one in particular, again from 2 years ago. And then we'll work our way up to the present. I might start looking at some compilation videos from other channels as well, just to get uh, more of an idea of who Rosee is and her lore throughout the years. So I hope you guys want to watch me for that. Please feel free to like, subscribe, comment any of your thoughts. Any interaction really does help to get me on the algorithm and to be more in the conversation here. It was nice watching this with you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.